This funny little line in your manifesto, we will not raise VAT, national insurance contributions or income tax, should not have been read to mean we will not raise VAT, national contributions.
Well, if we were clear that this was the rate of Class 1 national insurance. The rate
Not
paid by
Fraser Nelson's a Tory supporter who's shaking his head.
Yeah, because there were the first page, I've actually got it here, the Conservative manifesto, and I don't know, Karen, if you can perhaps point us to the bit where it says Class 1. There are 4 mentions of it here.
We had debates in Parliament, questions could have been raised.
This was the contract you guys made with the country, a contract you've just broken.
It was agreed.
I mean, on the first page, on page 5 and page 4 times saying, we will not raise national insurance. David Cameron tweeted that message out. That was the promise. This is the pledge. And right now, people are wondering, do Tory promises on tax mean anything?
But you're dodging the question, Fraser, because the question Graham asked is breaking a pledge justified when it's done in the name of fairness?
Well, first of all, he said silence, which is exactly what we've been getting from the Conservatives over the pledge. Now, there are some times, right now, for example, I would quite like the Conservatives to break their pledge on the pension treble lock. I think it's too expensive, and I think you can go back and say, look, we made this promise, but I'm really sorry, we're going to have to change it, things have changed. You need to be honest, you need to level with the country about what you're doing and why you're doing it. But what we're getting now is Philip Hammond sneaking it into a budget, then pretending, using some kind of Bill Clinton-style Jesuitical language, that he hasn't really broken his pledge, when it was here in black and white 4 times. This is about more than bad economics. It's about honesty in politics and whether politicians should be believed when they make promises.
You, sir, there, and then I'll give you a chance to reply.
It's unfair that the self-employed are paying less national insurance for about the multi-billionaires who are paying the tax, not paying the tax.
Yeah.
OK, and you, sir, in the second row here. Yes.
Regardless of the fairness of it, it's another U-turn. And I was reading when it came out yesterday that there was other Tories saying, well, quick, let's make a U-turn from this to get past this so we don't have another U-turn. And this is the reason we have such a disconnect in the country between people and politicians. We cannot trust what people are saying because it's pledges and then they get changed. And people get sick of it.
What the government were trying to say was self-employed people pay less tax than people that work for the government or private sector companies because they don't get the same rights. So if you're going to increase the tax levels, you should at least increase their rights as well. Give them the paternity leave, give them the sick leave that they deserve and should get. But the important point here, David, is what's really happening here is that the Tories are forcing low-income and middle-income people in this country to pay the price of Brexit. And there's a simple bit of maths you can do here. This tax increase on small businesses is going to generate £2 billion worth of additional revenue to spend on our schools and hospitals. But at the same time, the Tories are going to spend £70 billion by the end of this Parliament giving tax cuts for the richest, most well-off people in this country. That's what's unfair, and that's what we must challenge every step of the way.
OK. I'm coming to you.